everyone, this is Greyshot17 bringing another CH2 replay, and thank God that my audio was kind of fucked up for two replays just did, because they were both terrible. I mean, like, they'll never be released, but if I see someone saying, intense game, and I look at it and it's literally the guy not moving and allowing the enemy to gain enough resource for him to kill him, I swear to God, I'm done. I'm just done. In any case, this is a 3v3 on steps, so hopefully this goes a lot better. It features King Potatoes, Andy Compet, Ava, Huck Nissen, Annie Brown 90, and 42. Alright, let's double check the ranks real quick. 2 Soviet, an American. Jesus Christ, it never ends. Oh my God, why? I mean, thank you to all the new CH2 players playing CH2. That's pretty awesome to get so many more people and fans on here. That's awesome. But why? Oh, no. But in any case, let's see how this goes. Steps is a rather large map. So I'm going to make the rapid assumption here that, how do I put this nicely? That there's gonna be either like like one person holding the fuel in the north and just a cluster going on in mid. Yeah, typically, let's move an artillery focused with infantry company, so we combine arms a little more artillery / anti. Land lease is more just like really good, just in general. But the M4C Sherman could be used for like group spam of armor or like group charges. Mechanized assault. So again, nice assault grins and tiger. We're not gonna talk about the Stug. Breakthrough, pretty good long range, and nothing yet. Please don't pick breakthrough. Again, because yeah, double Yag Tiger may sound good on paper, not good in practice. Oh, okay, most of the time, not good in practice. There's a game I have with double Yag Tiger Vet 5, but they still lost the game. So there, that shows you I'm right. That shows you I'm right. But in any case, let's get to this game, if at all possible. Conscripts taking the point and pushing down south. We have Stern Pioneers standby, capturing the point. If they rush here, they should be able to knock out this engineer squad. This guy's bringing up mortars? Potatoes? I don't know what your plan is, but it doesn't sound right. It sounds like one of those things where it's like, how do I put this logically? It's an idea that people have when they're just spitballing, but they never think it's a good idea. Like, they think about it for a second, they're like, oh, right, I had that idea. That was terrible. Okay, now you're bringing up an MG. The only reason I say that is if he really pushes up with, like, a bunch of, like, forces, he could easily close the gap on that mortar and take it out. Meanwhile, up north, looks like the Soviets are doing a better job at capturing territory with rear echelons, although the riflemen got pushed back pretty damn hard. Again, they have the fuel, so the Axis are doing rather well. They're at least, you know, in the short term. Sure, the Allies have the munitions, but it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. But any capacity, if the Allies use that, they can get upgraded weapons, which could help the American player out. The Soviets, I'm not seeing like PPSHs, so I don't see necessary benefit for munitions early. Maybe the Allied supply drop, which could drop fuel. Maybe, again, you have a ton of that. That could theoretically work. But it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, it could, but we'll see how things go. Anyway, we have a Sturm group. Oh, my God. I'm just calling you Nud. Nud, you're just, oh, my, what am I looking at? Well, you're about to make a lot of cover for these Sturm Pioneers, so, you know, they'll be thankful. Anyway, they're going to close the gap, most likely, on the Conscripts. The Conscripts will probably not win this engagement just because there's so many Sturm Pioneers, so this guy should retreat his squad. Why didn't you retreat your squad? Actually, to be fair, the Conscript didn't retreat his squad either. Yeah. No, good, he retreats that one. But, yeah, that was an engagement. That was an engagement. Down south, we have this defensive line. He had enough time now to bring up a MG. So, unless this guy goes around and flanks this stuff, I don't think he's going to advance. It actually is targeting the guy that's trying to close the gap. So, not too bad. Conscript's also trying to hold on to the point, but trying to also find cover as well. It seems like Potatoes may not be a moron, actually. I mean, surprising. But he may have actually planned this. Have a defensive line, use the mortars to take out their counterattack, and then push up. Risky, incredibly risky, especially if the Axis player had mobile armor or something along those lines. But, you know, good play. Good play. Anyway, it looks like the Stern Pioneers and everything are doing pretty well up north. We do have an MG, but... Oh, I'm sorry. We have a mortar coming up as well. Do we have more troops? Okay, we have tons of troops coming up, so good, good, good. So what I'm saying is a simple flank will just take out the MG. Although we'll take out that mortar that's walking right into... Oh, my God, you placed too. So we'll say goodbye to the mortar, folks. Wow, is it really not going to die? Oh, there it goes. I was like, whew. Anyway, MG's going to suppress the Stern Pioneers. He does retreat this time. He does also have a Panzer Schreck, so it looks like he's going to counteract a lot of armor that could possibly attack him. So, good for him. At least he's ready to go. Assault Grens as well being deployed. Not great with the MG kind of holds it back, though. It looks like he did throw a bunch of grenades onto the other MG. So, I mean, hey, that took it out. So, overall, not too shabby. The Allies will most likely grab this point. They should, anyway. Hopefully. I don't see any reinforcements coming. Oh, we have a Grenadier Squad coming up. Actually, I'm surprised the Allies even have this point. Anyway, the Soviets pushing back in the south, grabbing the fuel, which is really necessary, because the Allies... Oh, sorry, the Axis are doubling them right now. We do have also a fighting position on the far left, so looks like they're going to try to hold this munitions in the north pretty effectively. Wow, okay, never mind. MG... No, sorry, Grenadier Squad managed to push them back. And without it, that MG might be overwhelmed and, you know, take it out. So we'll see. We shall definitely see. Mortars, though, opening fire on that position. And although I'm like, oh, it's an Allied mortar. No, it's a German mortar that was really damn close hitting his own units. Anyway, you have a giant blob moving in on this. And it's like, guys, you can just go around. It's not like it's incredibly difficult. But they're like, no. We must fight this opponent fairly in the direct side of its MG. It's like, sir, we could just, you know, flank it and not have, you know, any losses whatsoever. No, we must fight that MG, mano a mano. So we're about to lose a lot of men doing that. No, it's fine. Oh. Okay, now that's unfair. He's throwing grenades. How's that fair? All right, guys, let's get out of here. He's not playing fair. He's throwing grenades at us. I mean, we were playing fair going after his MG. Next time, we'll fight him on his own term. We'll get more Panzer Schrecks. Sir, we could just flank him. No, you don't understand. No, sir, I do understand. That's the problem. My rambles. In any case, but no, let's see. We got MG holding the line. We got more MGs moving on up. Conscripts helping to take mid. A lot of bullshit down south with mortar spam. And I will say mortar spam because they have 3 goddamn mortars from 1 player. With 2 MGs, but I mean, you know what? He's doing something. I don't know what this guy's doing, but he's making it seem like this is a staging ground. If this guy oh my god, okay, he went medical, but if he went mechanized, did he go mechanized? Oh, he did go mechanized. I was gonna say he's screwed. Like, he has no AT whatsoever. So a Stuka bombing strike and or Luke's would knock this sucker out. So yeah. Okay. Nice thing is, though, is the Axis currently, again, holding the fuel, and the stars, meaning the Allies, are currently being drained of by point cap, and they just took the lead, so good for them. Now, let's see. We have the MG kind of still hanging out. Are you getting more armor? Yes, sorry, you're getting... All right, so we already have some light armor that can be deployed. The American player has yet to deploy any sort of major, but he doesn't really have the fuel for it. They are all really, really low in general. This guy also with the light armor, but he's not deploying anything except for conscripts. And this is where the Lukes will come in and just be like, hello, world. What are you going to do? Shoot MGs at me? Also, I just want to give Shaw the MGs bouncing off the Luke. That's my like, one of my favorite things to see is just something bouncing off. Maybe it's why I like Godzilla, with like all the shells and everything bouncing off Godzilla. But seeing the machine gun bullets bounce off the thing is just, I don't know, an awesome sight to behold. But in any case, with that, the Lukes will pretty much gain supremacy of the south, and yeah, AIM will just be able to control it. Now, that being said, American player launching counterattack, but we have a scout car, a lot of Sturms, Grenadiers on standby. They're holding the line as much as possible. Meanwhile, this King of Potatoes, I just realized there's a lot of infantry. Holy mackerel. Which makes me feel like he's not someone you want to trifle with. I mean, yeah, you just pushed him back, but if he actually, you know, got something to... he just got medics. He's really trying to play his infantry game, and he hasn't lost a unit yet. So, or at least I don't believe he has. Comparatively to some other guys over here. But yeah, it could be very interesting to say the least. It could be very interesting. Scout car was instantly healed. Really wish the mortar hit it. Okay, so Nud got Luftwaffe ground forces. Not bad. Light fortifications plus Fallschmingers. Make a pretty good combo. So it could be pretty good. So let's see. I mean, I would assume the next attack might be in the north, but oh my god. This, Ava's just like, you know what? I'm just going to make like the best defenses possible and we'll hold. So, sure, why not? But in any case, we have, you gonna place mines? You have more than enough munitions. I would place mines all over. Like, again, I put up a play of the week on this. I mined the shit out of this and killed an entire army that kind of moved up. So I absolutely recommend you do that. Let's see, we got support gun opening fire at this position. Doing okay, I think. Knocking out the flank position. It's like, all right. You play dirty with artillery. With grenades, I'll play dirty. Sir, that would have been the smart move to do with in the first place. Shut up! But in any case, what do we got here? AT gun now on standby, so light armor probably not going to do as much. He did deploy a half-track, and now he's deploying infrared, so he has anti-infantry down at least, or at least more so. We'll see how things go. Again, I'm not entirely down on this guy overall, and but I'm questioning his Stern Pioneer blob, especially because none of them are minesweepers. That being said, also put the goddamn mines, Ava. Put some mines down. Anyway, nice grenades from the assault grunts managed to break up this rifleman squad, or actually two of them. They're gonna take over this point. Half track's gonna open fire on the infantry, kind of help suppress them. AT gun though is gonna move up and counterattack. Oh well, no, sorry, it's still out of range. Meanwhile, we have the blob of blobs down here, and they're just chilling. Does he know he's supposed to spread his troops out? I don't think he realizes he's supposed to spread his troop out. Like, again, if I put a picture of this, it seems intimidating. But in actuality, all I'm seeing is just not really any sort of intimidation. Also, Ace, yes, a T-70 can fight a Stuart. You can see here that the... Oh, sorry, not Stuart, a Loops. You can see here the T-70 is taking a couple hits, but most of the shots are bouncing off the front armor, while the Loops is pulling back. So I know what I'm talking about, Ace. I know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. But, you know, that's just me. But in any case, let's see right now. We got some... Oh, Lend-Lease coming in. Actually, we do have a half-track. I'm surprised they didn't try to shoot it. Speak of the devil. Where's it going to crash? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, that engineer squad's like, whew! That could have been bad. But, yeah, didn't go exactly well for that. Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. But... Anyway, even though they don't have fuel coming in, it's fine. He does have some armor, and he's finally got himself an AT gun 13 minutes in the game. So that's positive. Meanwhile, the German player has finally grabbed some munitions, so the Allies are not getting overwhelming munition supremacy. So right now, the Germans are winning in terms of just resource game. But the Allies are trying to boost that by just having so much infantry to kind of counteract that. Half-track could be moved up a little bit quicker. I suggest, like, behind this building so it doesn't get shot. Not bad placement, though. You always want to make sure this gun is facing the enemy so it automatically fires. It takes less time to open fire and infantry attacking. So, just to point out those simple facts. Let's see. We got mortars on standby. They haven't moved. This engineer squad's not moved in like 5 minutes. For the love of God, move it. Like, seriously. We do have the, again, heavier armor. Also, you have a ton of manpower. Put down some caches. That really does help you out. Meanwhile... The blob is moved back in. The blob is back in town. And I really suggest like a Stuka. But he didn't go that, so unfortunately he's not going to be able to deploy it. Though, he does have breakthrough, so his infantry should be... Oh, no, he is getting a Stuka. No, good job, man. Good job. I saw the building. I didn't see the mechanized, but you did put the mechanized in your building, which is kind of a bad spot. I think you want it closer to the front. Actually, like right here would be a good spot, kind of close to the front in a major area of traffic, but still off to the side so it doesn't block people. I think that would be a good spot. I mean, it's certainly better than just keeping it in your base. That's for sure. But let's see. We got a lot of infantry moving on in. Do we have any AT grenades? We don't. We don't actually have no upgrades. T-70 moving back into fight, but again, stay away from the Panzerphiles. Actually, that's kind of winning. Though he should probably move into heavy cover. Yes, I can tell that this player's newer, but again, this is something where it's like, you should honestly know, like, to move to cover and try to kind of have that stuff. So, I don't know, it's just me. Meanwhile, mortars opening fire, pushing back the... I'm assuming Vercan Warfare, and also hang your own men, which is great. MGs holding them back as well. Look, wow, this guy is slowly but surely amassed a giant army. Capture the points, goddammit! But other than that, you're doing okay. A lot better. Meanwhile, the unfortunate half-track got overrun by infantry. Pench headquarters, though, opening fire. Though, like I said, it's like takes some time for it to turn and stuff like that. So it's always important to have it facing the enemy so that way it has the quickest shot to suppression. Sturm Pioneers moving on in, and this engineer squad's just been sitting there the entire freaking time. Finally, it gets some action. Oh, look, it moved. Amazing. It's not a statue. But, yeah, I don't know. But, okay, they finally, you know, have the north. So, congratulations. You did, however, lose this star and the south. So, it could go a lot better. Anyway, Stuka, you should probably fire. I see, like, multiple good shots, like the MGs you could hit, this you could hit, the mortars you could hit if you just keep protected. I mean, the Panzer, once again, Panzer headquarters, flip it around. That's typically the best to have it, you know, facing the enemy more so, but that's just me. But in any capacity, let's see. We got them healing, MG. The best idea would be to kind of use that in heavy cover, battle down here, get the fuel back, and then kind of hold off here, wait for them to swing around and own their counterattack with the Panzer headquarters and AT weaponry. You should be relatively good with that, but I don't know. That's just me. But let's see. All right, so we got more Lend-Lease being shot down. Great. Yeah. Fun fact, maybe King of Potatoes, after the first time you waste 100 munitions, and the second time you waste 100 munitions, maybe, you know, you don't do it again until you neutralize all the Panzer headquarters, because unfortunately this doctrine's kind of, or allied supply drops have been, you know, not as great since they can be shot down by AA, so it does suck in that regard. Sturm Pioneers on standby. He does have AT. He has actually a Panzer IV being developed, though the enemy, the Potatoes currently has a lot of AT guns, so it's going to be rather difficult to deal with that. Meanwhile, this Soviet player is deploying a T-34. Interesting. Again, armor to counteract, and I'm assuming take back north and mid. Though it looks like infantry just upgrade with bazookas and LMGs did that just fine. So I don't know. Maybe. Sure. Why not? But in any case, we have a good push over here. Sturm Pioneers pushing on in. But mortar could go counterfire, honestly. So once it's done with this barrage, you can have it counterfire and try to counteract a lot of these mortars. I mean, yeah, that would probably make it a target, but still, you probably want to stop those mortars from counteracting your infantry. Anyway, T-34 has been deployed. We do have a Panther on standby, along with all the Sturm Pioneer squads. The problem with this guy is he doesn't have a lot of anti-infantry. Sure, he has the support guns, which seem to be eviscerating the American infantry. Which, by the way, he does have time on target, so he may have to watch out on that. But right now, the LMGs and whatnot are going to own those. Oh my god, they're tearing apart those Sturms. Open cover Sturms, not the best tactic. Yep. I mean, sure, you want maybe have like a large grouping of them, like 4 or 5 infantry units, not just Sturms. Just kind of go through so you can like. Oh my god, so if they are opening fire, you can retreat the ones that are low on health, and the ones that are better on health can close the gap and take them out. I don't know. That's just me, though. Anyway, it looks like a fierce counterattack down south with Panzer Force. I swear to God, go around the AT gun. Don't just fight it head on. It's not a situation where you fight with something head on. Oh my God, I feel like both sides are like, yeah, we must have a fair fight. We must fight the opponent head on. Finally, they kill it. Also, weird number. I keep seeing them. I'm assuming it's a glitch. It just keeps popping up, but it's very freaking weird. Anyway, mortars are also here opening fire, so they have to watch out for that. We still don't have AT grenades, which is a big kind of like WTF. Panzer IV falling back, thank God, and AT gun could have moved up and killed the rest of this shit, but no, he's gonna be like, I'm just gonna hang back here in case he has more armor. Which is, again, it's like always. Also, SC-76 you get deploy. Always make sure that you use your resources that you have to its fullest potential. I understand having a fallback line, but when the enemy's pushing on you, it's sometimes best to keep up pressure to hold them back. So, I don't know. That's just me, though. I'm one of those people that's just... I like having defensive lines, but I'll usually do that on, like, 1 or 2 units. But if the enemy attacks me, I'll absolutely redeploy them to hit the enemy. So, again, I can neutralize their assault force and take back. Because, again, at that point, they're low on health, low on, like, they don't have a force to hold your attack, so you can then push in. Because this game's like again, it's a pushback game. Where, yeah, you can definitely own the enemy just in a simple attack. But if you counter the enemy in, oh my God. Why the fuck would you push this Luke to the front? A T7. Oh my God. Okay, first off, I like the idea of what you're doing now. I do. I really do. But the problem is your unit's on like its last leg. It's so close to dying. It's ridiculous. You're playing chicken right now. You don't need to be. Now this AT gun's like, oh, we're putting it into this, and it's probably gonna die. Say goodbye to the Lukes, everyone. I really don't understand that ploy. Oh my God, I'm in another game of idiots. Anyway, AT gun. Okay, I understand. You're trying to keep this thing healed, but what you do is fairly simple. You see all this here? Okay, well, what doctrine are you again? Oh, right, you're this doctrine. Okay, so you could use that Stuka. Oh, you already used it. All right. Well, in that scenario, they had multiple AT guns hanging there, so you heal it. You then move up your MG. You have your MG open fire on this MG through the heavy cover, because, again, heavy cover can take more hits. You flank through the north, or in the south. Actually, both would do while the MG open fires. And you overwhelm him with also your Panzer IV, and you neutralize that stuff. Unfortunately, you did lose your Panzer headquarters. But, again, it's like you... It's one of the situations where it does suck, but if you would have moved up the infantry with the Lukes or something, that would have been a good combo, because they would have to move around their stuff. Be like, what the hell? Because that MG was firing on the Lukes, so, again, could be a good scenario. Why are you moving up the Stuka? I don't understand. Where the fuck are you hitting? Hey, guys. Hey, guys. We're going to risk the Stuka instead of taking out, oh, I don't know, this fucking line. Hey, do you think that Stuka bomb would have worked here? Let's see. They're all infantry. They're all in a straight line. And they, I don't know, seem to be pretty perfect for a shot. That's just me. Anyway, up north, we have a flank going on. Thank Christ. More mortar spam going on, but the Panther trying to engage, but the AT guns are, like, holding it back. T-34 pulling back after taking some hits. Stern Pioneers retaking the north. They also got more units flanking with the Stug Force, which, oh, God. What did I miss while yelling at the guys down south? Panzer IV moving on up. Pathfinding for the win right now. Also, Guards troops firing AT shots and all this stuff. This is the time. This is the part where you run away. No, seriously. Run away. Oh, my God. Like, you're so low on health, the AT gun. One shot could own... Wait, 3, 2... Well, actually, no. One more shot would do it. Okay. My apologies. I was wrong. In any case, the Allies are still winning somehow because they have both victory points. So right now they're not... They're pushing the Germans down to a very low number. Stern Pioneers, Bolshevikers coming on the flank. We have artillery barrage coming in. Why? Why do we have a light artillery barrage coming in? You have a flank. There's no point. I get it for, like, fortifications, but this is a situation where you are fine. You are fine. But that's just me. I don't know. I'm one of those people just looking at this like, don't waste specials on targets that really don't need to. I get it if you're doing it to, like, keep the enemy back and you know you're really not going to hit them, but you're just trying to delay them for something. Like, I've seen people use specials to put down Panzer headquarters or something like that. I understand that. Oh my god, Katusha just being like, no, you leave our territory now. Oh, double Katushas, okay. Interesting. But on the flip, oh, we're about to get third. But the problem, and this is just me, just a little bit, is the fact that, yes, while you are kind of, while you're doing that, there was no point. That you would have owned them anyway. Also, Star Artillery's coming down, and this guy doesn't seem to know what's about to happen, so he's about to lose. I would assume at least 1 or 2 units. We'll see. One more artillery strike here should do it. Although that one right there is pretty close. So, I mean, come on, RNG gods, one more, please. Damn it. It's not lucky enough. Looks like they thought they were going to be on, you know, over here. More so than hang back. Which also, heal your men! It's once. So close. So close. Meanwhile, they're trying to push back with some infantry. For cannon warfare still on standby, Panzer 4. Hey, instead of getting all this infantry, which, I mean, to be fair, great, awesome for you. Also, calling it too close air support, which will help against armor and infantry. Oh, there you go. You did a little bit of damage there. But what might have been, I don't know, a little more effective is, oh, smoke's coming down. Not on the line where you want, but I'm assuming calling recon so they can call more strikes. Artillery also coming down. Well, all 3 of them are help coordinating the fight down here. Good for them. Good for them. They see this as like the last strong point, I assume, so they're all trying to band together. Oh, plane crash over here. Wow, interesting spot for a Stuka. But, yeah, this is the part where you charge your units in the middle of the support. I feel like everyone's like, oh, send the Lukes in. All right. Send all the artillery in. All right. But, sir, we don't have any sort of major infantry to push up on. It's fine. Anyway, this artillery is literally going to wipe out, like, especially if all of them get called in here, this could have wiped out all of his infantry. Because he's not moving up. This guy is just being so nonchalantly just hanging back. It's ridiculous. Anyway, meanwhile, all the Katyushas are opening fire, just pushing back his buildings. And wow, that Panzer headquarters. Again, he placed another one, already almost half dead. So, congratulations. Stuka is about, 30 seconds away. And both allied armies have decided to group up and attack north. So right now, this guy is going to need to send that giant stern blob along with his double panther to go deal with all this. Because, by God, he won't deal with it by himself. Actually, he needs infantry support to deal with this because he won't be able to deal with it with his sterns alone. Alright. Meanwhile, we have another small group of infantry and armor moving in. I'm assuming the idea would be to move in, draw out the Germans, and then come up here and flank. That's what I'm assuming they're trying to do. If there is a strategy to this, which I highly doubt. But that's just me. Again, my thought process would be to do that. But anyway, largemouth forces. We got all the German armor moving on in. Managed to kill the Sherman, but this would be the part where, oh, I don't know. You called in something. Oh shit. Time on target knocked out the unit. Very cool. Though the other German player seems to be on the offensive. Where's all the allied armor? Move your ass! The T-34 and the Sherman are like, yeah, let's kill these support guns. When it's like, dude, move the tank destroyers. Take this shit out. Because right now they think that you essentially have really nothing stopping all this. Maybe that's your plan. Bring them in and then encircle them. But I don't know. How many Katyushas do you have again? You have 4 now. Okay, I thought I saw that. Alright. Could have been a lot worse, but that's just... Oh boy. Okay. Anyway, the secondary Panther seems to be doing a decent job by itself to attacking the Allied armor, while the Su-85, I'm sorry, GT-34s and the Su-85 are just chilling up north for whatever the fuck. Oh my god. Also, I'm so glad you used your 8 munitions, you know, by doing nothing, and instead of placing mines and everything, which would have really just annihilated all of the German infantry and armor that would have pushed throughout this sector. I'm so glad you're using it really well. Also, using that T-34s really well instead of charging in and trying to keep the Panther from leaving and killing it just by encircling it with all that stuff. You just keep it back. Instead, what you're doing is doing a really smart move by keeping it back and then being encircled yourself by the German armor. Man, that was a good retreat. I'm so glad you retreated that full health conscript squad. Especially with AT grenades. That could have actually pinned those Panzer IVs, but you know what? Again, just one of the situations where I'm too dumb to realize your tactical genius. Anyway, I'm also just astounded the fact that you allowed your Su-85 to now be hit from behind and possibly knocked out by Panzer Shreks. Just one of those situations where, again, I just don't get your genius. I apologize. You're as clever as the director who did the Nutcracker 3D. Yes, I just watched a Nostalgia Critic on it, and yes, it has rat Nazis dancing while toys burn, and it's supposed to be a children's movie. So that's the kind of juxtaposition I see here, where I'm like, there's such an easy way you can do this. And the studio's probably like, okay, we just want a basic movie, and then they get this, and it's like, what the fuck did you do? Where did our $90 million go to? Anyway, Panzer IV's on standby. You know what's also funny? All these Katyushas, which are just behind these lines, there's nothing, absolutely nothing stopping one Panzer IV from literally just creeping up and killing all of them with a blitz. And that would probably cause a surrender. That probably would cause a surrender, in all honesty. Are we going to get that? No. Do I want that to happen? Yes. Am I, like... It's one of those things where I'm just like, really? Come on, guys. Anyway, looks like something died over here. Oh, good. It was one of the Katyushas. Wait, wait, what? He had 5 Katyushas? Oh, please do the blitz. Please just go in. Go. I don't care anymore. I just want this. I want my pain to end. I thought the other 2 were bad. But by God, whoever submitted this in, I mean, wow. Just, wow. 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 You're really just blowing my expectations. Really doing it. But, I mean, yeah, Panzer IV is just opening fire, killing infantry. No, don't. Turn around. Don't you dare. You turn around right now, you damn Panzer IVs. Turn around. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go. No. Don't let him escape. Please. Just end my suffering. Kill these suckers. Which have, by God, gotten like an average of 5 kills each. Oh my God. Just end it. Just end it, please. Just take out all their Katyushas. Right now, that's their saving grace. That's their like, yeah, guys, we can still win this. Why the fuck are you moving a priest? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. Why? Guys. I get why you retreated this unit. Why that? Okay. We could have just captured this point. That would have been great. But why? Why would you send a priest? Why would you send a priest? Did you think, oh, the priest has this amazing artillery piece. I can't wait to fire that point blank at the enemy. They'll never suspect it. But I don't know. That's just me. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. All right, Soviet player. What are you doing? So you got a decent army now. The Katyushas are on standby. You're getting M4C Sherman, so you're coming back. Capture the fucking point. and even repair this T-70, which I even realized that happened. Also, you can please decrew all this for fuel. Like, don't let the Soviets get it back. I mean, just... It's like there's some games I'm just like, guys, please, just no more, please, just end it. Like, again, use Stern Pioneer Squad while this are healing, decommission the MG. You don't need it. Also, you can mine. Well, actually, no, you've been using your strikes. You're fine. This guy hasn't been mining. He has 600 munitions. Use it! Teller mines, S minefields. Use it everywhere. Everything. Also, aim. You have tons of manpower. I am shocked that you haven't... Oh, I don't know. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was going to say, you moving your stuff back to heal. Oh, what's coming in right now? Please. IL-2 bomb strike? I mean, fair point. You're trying to knock off the headquarters building. That's cool. Guys, we use the time on target on this building, and we use the IL-2 bombing strike on this building. But, George, why don't we use the IL-2 bomb strike and the time on target at one position? No. Bill, that's a dumb idea. That no one would... They would suspect it, but no one would suspect us just doing that. Or use the Katyushas. George, what's stopping their panzers from moving on in and murdering them? Their stupidity and lack of situational awareness. That's what's gonna stop them. Jesus Christ. Move your panzers! You move a T-70, but not your fucking Panzer IVs. The Stukas even has more situational awareness. It takes out one of them. Oh my god. Move! Oh my god. How long is it going to take this guy to move? You know what? I'm not even going to wait because it's going to be too fucking long. Anyway, all the allied armies are now in mid. And this guy is currently about to be flanked. He does have a Tiger though. That just got annihilated from this thing's flank. The M4C Sherman died. I really honestly question my sanity with these games. Oh my god, what have I been watching here? Okay, first off, Panthers moving in. Nice idea. They have guard troops, so they're going to pin you and ATU. Sucrose air support coming in though, so at least you have airstrike coming in. But this has been a clusterfuck if I've ever seen one. Also, light artillery barrage looks like coming in. They'll do a little bit of damage. Panther pulling back, though again, shot by the S-55. This is a great example of just having the resources, but using them improperly for the Germans. Like, you could have countered and circled them if you went in together and kind of held them out, but you went in piecemeal, got annihilated, and now you're in a situation where you have no army. Congratulations. This game is literally about to go on forever. Also, Sturms. Man, remember all those Sturms he had? Good thing he supported his units with the Sturms instead of just, rushing in with his Panthers by themselves without much support. Anyway, the Sturms seem to be doing pretty well against the armor. The infantry's a big issue. One more Panther strike should kill it. There we go. There goes a 3-star T-34. So, good. S-85, though, moving on in. And we still have the M4C Sherman over here. Multiple Katyushas. And I'm so happy this guy's moving up his Panzers. I mean, like, he could knock out the remnants of the Allied army right now with his groups. But I'm so happy he's not, because he's showing the enemy how amazing he is by not engaging. He's, just showing that he is one step above. Meanwhile, we have a King Tiger over here doing the one thing you should always do and go unsupported and attack a fully equipped Allied army. Or mostly equipped, I should say. Most of these guys are still operational to an extent. They're not, like, one-shot by any means. So, you have the infrared IL-2 bomb strike that I'm assuming is coming in right now. It is! Oh, boy. And just murdered a bunch of infantry and also murdered the AT gun. And now the line of Katyushas are just opening fire, killing this stuff. And once again, it's like, but sir, we could move the Panzer IVs to counteract the Katyushas. And then the other person's like, nah, we shouldn't do that. That's a stupid plan. We'll stay here and just look cool. We'll be the German battleships of World War I. Sit in port, do nothing, and just excel at everything. But sir, the Germans lost World War I. We lost World War I. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I saw artillery's coming down. This armor really... Okay, make it slow. Oh my... You know what? That sequence right there just highlighted the game for... Thank you, Company of Heroes. Just... You know, I think this encapsulates the game. Yep, that's the thumbnail. That's the fucking thumbnail. There's a cool stuff going on in the background, but fuck it. I'm more interested in the leg. Just flipping out in the vehicles. Because that's what this game's, honestly. So far, that's the best part about this game. That glitch. Oh my god, he's finally moving up with the Panzer IVs. Hey, sir, we could move up the infantry to capture territory instead of just sitting here doing fucking nothing. Hey, sir, don't they have Katyushas? Yeah. So why are we having all of our troops literally in a perfect area for the Katyushas to annihilate us? Sir, you're overthinking it. But anyway, Panzer IVs taking a hard left, not right, left, instead of killing all these suckers. Just decides, you know what, we'll just kill the cash. Can you, like, do something with your Panzer IVs? Like, you have enough fuel and resources to, I don't know, like, sacrifice one or even both for, you know, more vehicles. So, please, just stop calling it assault artillery. There's nothing there. Oh, my God. You can ask your teammate, hey, can I have recon? Which, by the way, you can see through this player stat sheet. Stop calling it in. There's no fucking point. There's no units there. You have an infrared searchlight. You can see that there's no units there. You have a Sherman right here, which you flanked. Good for you. You got rear armor hits. Good for you. But for the love of all that is holy in this fair world of mine, just please do better. Anyway, the Allies are coming back up, though they seem to be in a bit of a traffic jam with themselves over here. Anyway, I'm so glad all the infantry pushed up with us artillery too, and really helped support and take the area. This has been amazing. Oh my god, fast forwarding it again. I can't take this. I seriously can't take it. King Tiger and Sturm's taking the north, so at least they got that. The infantry pushing on up, but the King Tiger should be able to hold. Getting an MG42 for it as well. We got the Allied army on standby, kind of retreating right now. I don't know why. The Su-85s could outsnipe it, move with the infantry, and there's more stuff, but I guess he's like, no, we can't fight that, even though you could honestly overwhelm it. Like, and then call an IO-2 bomb strike on a... Like, you could sacrifice a single T-34, call an IO-2 bomb strike, and GG that King Tiger. So I'm very confused what the hell you're doing. Meanwhile, we have a whole armored line down here. Luckily, he has... I mean, I'll give him this. He remanned the Soviet AT guns. I'll give him that. But I love all these AT guns facing north instead of the obvious pathway he would obviously come from. Also, it's just like, why? You know, but at least Ava's using all those munitions of his/her to, you know, lock down the points with mines and stuff like that so they can't capture it back. Oh, wait, they haven't done that once. The IO-2 bomb strike's been okay, but I mean, like, really could have been just a little hair better. This Sherman, I don't understand why this guy's advancing with the Sherman. King Tiger just shredding the riflemen. I don't know. I'm so confused. Why? But I'm just seeing all this. Like, what's left? Like, what could possibly... Like, I also like the positioning of these vehicles. Like, hey, you know they're coming this way, right? Oh, let's have our ass face the enemy. You know, really present ourselves. Highlander this shit. You know. Oh my god. It's like, guys, just face the enemy. Just kill the allies real quick, please. I'm not asking much. Oh my god. IO2 bomb strike might get a hit because the tiger cock blocks the king tiger. I'm done. I'm done with this fucking game. I'm done. No, guys, why have a T-34 stop a king tiger? Why not just have another tiger stop the king tiger for an IO2 bomb strike? I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Anyway, Panzer IV is engaging the Shermans. They should win. Yeah, Stern Pioneer's coming up. I'm seriously, I'm done with this game. Anyway, managing to kill the 2 Shermans. Panzer IV still pushing up. Should be able to kill the Su-85 with more hit. There we go. Now push forward and kill the fucking Katyushas. No, don't you stay there. Don't. No. Move. 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 Move, you bitch. Move. Kill the Katyushas. Go murder the Katyushas. Yeah, sending him for Sherman. Yeah, send it up north. That's fine. No, don't retreat. Why? 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 Just end my suffering. Oh my god, they're trying to do a victory point win. We have come to a game at this point where they're literally winning via capture point. What the fuck? Please. Just airstrike it. Something, please. That was a great idea. Fallschirmjäger that. If the Germans win this. I'm sorry, if the Allies win this, I'm done. Also, artillery comes in, finally breaks up all the Allies that are all grouped together. Just massacres them. Good. Meanwhile, we have a Yag Tiger just moving in so amazingly. I mean, like, look at that attack skill. Just coming in there, being completely surrounded, and dying instantly. Definitely what the, what should happen. Meanwhile, the Allies are taken back to north. Because, again, they have a bunch of... Oh, wait. Nope. There goes time on target, murdering a bunch of Germans. And now Nud has nothing. Meanwhile, this guy's finally moving up his armor. I mean, like, alright, I'll move up. But, again, surrounded by infantry. Light artillery murders most of them. Fallschirmjäger's taking the point. It's a close game, but this is not even a good match. Like, see all this fucking Katyusha fire coming down? Send your Panzer IV and go kill that shit. Did you really lose all your... You're losing everything. This is like fighting a wrestler with one arm tied behind your back. It's like... Go! Just untie your arm. You can do this. This Katyusha might just have won them the game. And this is not a good strategy. This is complete... I love how this priest... I think this player honestly has no fucking clue how the priest works. It's like, I'm trying to fire. It just won't work. It's not shooting anything, guys. It's weird. Anyway, because the point up north has been decapped, neither side's winning. Now they're making a full run. This Panzer IV is like, no, you don't. You don't capture this point. No, you don't. No, you don't. Anyway, more light artillery barrage coming in. More fucking Katyusha fire, murdering everything. And I think the Allies won this. And the Tiger finally tries to go for the Katyushas. This is bullshit. This entire game has been nothing but just stupidity at work. And it's infuriating. Not once did the Germans come here and hit that and just take all that stuff out. The Germans had this in the bag. The fact they lost this game is just a pure insult. 42, AIM, and Nud, you guys suck. And no, by the way, I'm not just talking about you guys. I'm done. Ava, Indy, and King, you guys also suck. All you guys played terrible. Horrible. Germans presented their armor in the back, literally not moving to airstrikes. Allies not coordinating their strikes, allowing infantry to get massacred. Germans not pushing up and taking out Allied armor. Germans moving up their own artillery to get massacred, along with the Allies with the priest. This is entirely a bullshit game, full of players who have no fucking clue with what they're doing. If you want me to replay this, I'll absolutely replay it. I'll tell you this game is shite. It is horrible. It is terrible. It is not worth going over. But I hope you enjoyed, because it's bullshit. Nud got most damage. 42 got most kills, for whatever that's worth. Even though AIM could have annihilated the entire Allied line multiple times. Ava got most damage. King got most kills. But again, like that fucking matters in this game. This has been a 55-minute game of bullshit, of terrible, of awful gameplay, of nothing good at all. This literally, is if you want me to literally criticize it, to make it a joke, a parody, I understand that fact, but this is nothing. This is honestly terrible. This is something that literally could have been dealt with in multiple scenarios. So if the Germans literally complain or feel like this has been cheated, no, you guys suck. Remember that entire time you had all your infantry lined up in a fucking row here? I'm assuming the Katyushas, just by the shell shrapnel coming down here, just laid waste to it. Because it's like, hey, the entire enemy has like 3 to 5 Katyushas. So let's group up them in a giant fucking row. I'm mad. I'm frustrated. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a special shout out to Rifle, JP Val, JustThomasPlays, jrchicklis, Streakingwookie, Matthew Leppen, Milam, Onlyplayapples, WhiteHotD, sgtMcPain, Ollie, Delta, Joey, Ace, Jordan Savat, RASpawn, Nathan Angus, Aaron Yee, Tim, and of course, Leo Lou. Thank you all for your amazing support, and I'll see you all next time.